Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring one of the most important coins in American history, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary quarter, but this coin represents a major turning point in U.S. coinage. It was the first circulating quarter made without silver after more than 30 years of silver production. In this video, we'll uncover the history of the 1965 Washington quarter, why it was created, its design, minting process, interesting facts, rare varieties, and how much these coins can be worth today. So, let's get started. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The coin was designed by sculptor John Flanagan, whose portrait of Washington became one of the most recognizable images in American numismatics. For decades, from 1932 through 1964, every Washington quarter was struck in 90% silver and 10% copper. These coins were popular with collectors and the public alike. However, by the early 1960s, the United States faced a serious coin shortage. The rising price of silver made the metal inside the coins nearly as valuable as the coins themselves. People began saving silver coins instead of spending them, creating a nationwide shortage of change. To solve this problem, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1965. This historic law removed silver from circulating dimes and quarters. The 1965 Washington quarter became the first regular quarter struck using a new copper-nickel clad composition. The new quarter consists of an inner core of pure copper sandwiched between two outer layers made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This gave the coin the same appearance as silver while making it much cheaper to produce. Although the metal changed, the famous design remained the same. On the obverse, or front side, you can see George Washington facing left. Above his portrait is the word Liberty. The motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left, while the date, 1965, is below. The reverse features a majestic bald eagle with its wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows symbolizing military strength. Olive branches beneath the arrows represent peace. Around the top edge are the words, United States of America, while E pluribus unum appears above the eagle. At the bottom is the denomination, quarter dollar. One interesting fact about the 1965 quarter is that it carries no mint mark, even though millions were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. To discourage collectors from hoarding new coins, the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from all coins dated 1965 through 1967. The 1965 Washington quarter has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, weighs 5.67 grams, and has a reeded edge with 119 reeds. Production numbers were enormous because the mint wanted to eliminate the coin shortage. More than 1.8 billion quarters dated 1965 were produced, making it one of the highest mintage quarters in U.S. history. Even though these coins are common, collectors still enjoy searching through them because a few rare varieties can be worth impressive amounts. One of the most famous errors is the 1965 silver quarter. During the transition from silver to clad coinage, a small number of 1,965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. These rare error coins weigh about 6.25 grams instead of the standard 5.67 grams. Because so few exist, authentic silver 1965 quarters have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Another valuable variety is the double die error, where parts of the design appear doubled because of a mistake during die production. Depending on the strength of the doubling, these coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors also search for off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, struck-through errors, and broad strikes. These minting mistakes make otherwise common quarters much more desirable. If you own a 1965 quarter, the easiest way to check whether it might be silver is by weighing it. A normal clad quarter weighs approximately 5.67 grams, while a silver error weighs about 6.25 grams. You can also examine the edge of the coin. A clad quarter shows a visible copper-colored stripe around the edge. A genuine silver era coin has a solid silver-colored edge with no copper stripe. Condition also plays a huge role in value. Most 1965 quarters found in circulation are worth only 25 cents because they were produced in such large numbers. However, uncirculated examples with strong luster can be worth several dollars. Coins graded MS-65 often sell for around $15 to $40, while premium examples graded MS-67 can reach several $100s. Exceptional coins graded MS-68 are extremely rare and have sold for several $1,000s at major auctions. Collectors should also look for attractive toning. Natural rainbow-colored toning can significantly increase the value of an otherwise common coin. The 1965 Washington quarter represents more than just a change in metal composition. It marks the beginning of modern U.S.-clad coinage. Every circulating quarter produced today traces its origins back to this historic transition. Many Americans still remember when silver coins disappeared from circulation. Some people saved rolls of 1964 coins before the change took effect, while others unknowingly spent valuable silver quarters during the transition period. Today, searching through pocket change remains a fun hobby because valuable errors occasionally appear where people least expect them. If you collect Washington quarters, the 1965 issue is an essential addition because it tells the story of one of the biggest changes in American monetary history. So, if you have an old jar of coins at home, take a closer look. That ordinary-looking 1965 quarter could be a collectible error or a high-grade example worth much more than face value. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video,